Asepa'S FM Sony Ekosiisen Renasanya Subio. Yatna Sene Benada, a Tuesday afternoon, the 24th day of August 2021. Many thanks for joining us. Many thanks for making this fantastic choice to listen to Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, and current affairs talk show, Ekosiisen Live on Asepa'S FM, some 24 minutes after 2. Many of say bones so I don't know me na kwa baby by Ekosiisen Jumedi. Yes, not to say 4 hours 30 minutes into 6:30 p.m. and a Jumedi by every year. We do this every weekday, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. with the support of our sponsors. What Dawson and Yebejimre Abubo Wunyina Wundi Amamo. Sounds of our time, your Agbave Herbal Center, Yara Ghana. AdMaps, or see your wheels are priority. Your winning lab, always safe, and a Willet Properties open Sasiatra, Meka Hunsem Eddie Atremo. Me hear some segment names for Bapa product, EcoBank Ghana, Awake Purified Drinking Water, Rockstars Roofing Systems, and a Aquataps Purification Tablet. Almost buying your interviews are here on this show, and they were one big interview I did Bremo, Tabia Herbal Center, Hepa Plus Mixture, Consolidated Bank of Ghana. Also, we stand with you, Mutlu Battery Quality Forever, and a Concept Green Fertilizer. Almost buying the discussion segment, Nebewe, Mark Auto and Spare Parts Ghana Limited, official distributors of Isuzu pickups and trucks and Chevrolet vehicles here in Ghana. Your Franco Trading Enterprise, phone Papa Pafie, Castrol. Or say it's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering, TCL, the creative life, dependable herbal, Adom Malaki, Omune Diabedrafo, and a Global Lighting Center Limited, and Kania Papafie. Mamena production team, no Ase, Papa, Dominic, Kisi Yabua, Nana Chumberema, Jackson or saying Tiamoa, Yawo Eric Opari, baby friend DJ Yayo. And a Queen Star in Japan. Oma hene kwabena sante ebo ye chidom. Oman bibia obia ye chiao shonko ene ewie. Lot and lot of birthday dedications coming throughout. I will be going through all of them for you in a moment. Now, ansana no unim se ene enano ye di tudwa se the General Legal Counsel atunsa afre lawyer bi and mobekaya assembly between on and the client and a coco P. Muse or Kobo Chief Justice Dean and no cranams will be petition presidency Sanka Yen Shena Wunyi Chief Justice Info Enra response from the presidency by join news and Sa Aka exclusive documents from the General Legal Counsel one sentence are Ekoso and details are lawyer needed lawyer FIFA Ediko Kokoto, General Legal Counsel, and him in some manner a womb. The allegation against the Chief Justice, no, or the Sujina Ho, and I say, Afe, was shifty position, Kakra, Sen and Yoma, Esi Ete, Yebedi Hum Comos, Joseph Akable at Nase, Memana Kwaba Enche, but Ansan and away say, kindly wish my mom, Martha Minta Ananu, aka Auntie Martha, Kwamen's Hotel of Insawim, a big happy birthday for me. I love her so much. Castro Ananu Ewan Sawim the way a brain or the Eda Nemamiasi Emana Wodapa. A very special birthday to Odell of Westland. Do have a blissful day. Nana Kriamwa Boatin in a Blakoma Central. Nana Kriamwana Unfunny Panaphone name, Odell's really me. Wow. Ain't Nanama Poku. Deputy CEO in charge of banking Ghana Exim Bank. Any birthday, Anna. Okay. Happy birthday to you, Nana Amapoku. We are Deputy CEO in charge of banking Ghana Exim Bank. This from your PA, Emmanuel Amate Nyabu. Emmanuel Amate Nyabu to you, Nana Amapoku. Happy birthday to you and live to be 94.7 and beyond. Please extend a wonderful birthday to Kwabena Adu Ojiri of the Ghana Statistical Service, and this from Nana Hesi Ojiri. I suppose Kwabena Adu Ojiri. Happy birthday to you. Let me see the other ones we have here. Belated happy birthday goes to Honorable Dr. Adomako Kisi, MP Anyal Sotuom from Master P in London. Dear any happy birthday to Honorable Grace Achampon, aka Ogre, Greater Accra MPP Regional Women's Organizer, and this from Kofigo, and Ediwe Ebrel. other messages coming through. Yabeshana yakaini na amamo. Ma yenamwase. Let's come back in studio. Na yameshasi enin komo. Yane Joseph Area, the Honorable Minister in charge of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development, MP for Ewutu Senya East Constituency. The Honorable Howard Kumsin is our guest on the show. Anybody come up him say, since I sworn in as minister, in fact, from the veteran I call so approval in Parliament or call the new ministry on shared and some trophy in Komoda in the way and the first ever media interview since she became Minister of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development. A lot to talk about with her. And keep your comments coming through on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Your WhatsApp line is here 0548 955 947 0548 955 947. Now into Joseph Akable at Nase. You never quite about saying
kakra.
Na document by na yensaka from General Legal Counsel.
And you say we know Obekaya Mr. Frifa will sue General Legal Counsel.
Yes.
Our High Court.
Yes.
Always various issues we believe say I will say High Court need to meet Ejinasu set aside a proceedings General Legal Counsel no have on 2 specific days.
Yes.
Now, these are proceedings are the outcome of which establishes a prima facie case has been made against him on the alleged professional misconduct, and he has issues to respond to. Until the first meeting took place on July 15, and the second one July 29.
Okay, first meeting at the General Legal Council.
Okay. July 15, then after July 29, then Ocha, I was a court in the box are 2 proceedings here to go nothing, so restraining jails from hearing this particular matter relating to him. In terms of documents now, or the court in court na kachino, any mono na or recount what in his own opinion transpired during his meeting with the General Legal Counsel. That is the document that we've been able to secure. In terms of first of filing, we got a copy of that one, but now he's also attached the legal arguments in support of why he believes his rights to a fair hearing was breached when he appeared before the General Legal Counsel.
And some legal arguments now are presented to the courts, and I said
to the court.
To the court.
Yes.
Okay. And in your day or the GLs in the one court.
Exactly.
Say man a fair hearing.
Exactly.
And I suppose human rights court, right?
Yes.
Okay. In some document or presenting General Legal Counsel no now or said the allegation against the Chief Justice no or that's what
the point I make it and say first no delay with days now what in his opinion happened. In the first was July 15 no about hearing PM no he was informed that once a General Legal Counsel the client no or JDOM no
or him no
or no the Kodan General Legal Counsel now case no the Kodan honey very simple or say women lawyer no catch me say me for $100,000 in bra now the back ways and means I ben sure say I'll get a favorable judgment. And in each in my scan be within family scan now and later make us say because when you scan bra into this can be by bana e be outstanding.
Yes.
Into the canon on call report or General Legal Counsel say I mean they are the body for professional conduct of judges to ensure that I get my money from him. So in some of the court in the response to some complaint and Mr. FIFA Beka say rather my client now catch them say your friends who are politically connected told you that they can defer discussions and that the Chief Justice this amount of money $5 million what has been demanded and that if it's made available you can get a favorable judgment. In just saying Bell PM or GLC or year 15 July no omo na manie say complainant na chief no hene no was sign file some additional documents.
Okay.
I will say 8-page document. It's one of us say almost 7 with those documents. No, in Tankebe Sadia, journey, no more 4 documents, then 7 appropriately.
Okay.
9 days. Almost sign Babiuma, then he will be armed enough to respond to issues. Whatever the issues are against him. And in his own narration, or say at that time, no, Oma man who come say on the documents, then 8-page on the man. In Jenny initial comments on
the document,
the allegations against him are contained in the non in Saka that now but the man was one into any China council no coming to the conclusion say the allegation against him on face value, no, he has a matter to answer, and he almost slapping with 9 charges now. That we reported about earlier, and that was the conclusion of the first day of hearing.
Okay.
Into another chair, almost signed call for a second hearing. Into second hearing, also almost call, not panel and assistant. Now in terms of names, no, I'm more panel. So, but say Justice Mafusa, I mean, say na any say when you baby call, yeah. Or say initially 15th from no account, but more call 29th.
No, only
panel so, and panel
by 29th. Now was training qua.
I think it was after.
Okay.
Was after the 29th.
Okay.
It was after the 29th. Okay. And any point I will make is say the panel had also changed. In his legal arguments to the court, he makes the point that he has a right to a fair hearing, natural justice principles.
Yeah.
And now it requires say obeying adequate time, aware of the case against him in order to respond to it. Until GD say they no call on 15th, no man is adequate time, no. Mujina so moka say or my establish prima facie against him. Or say it's
the personal, the fundamental human
rights, no. And a high court no there. Or GD say high court no to me. And Article 141 of the Constitution to exercise supervisory jurisdiction over lower courts and lower adjudicating bodies. Court ni intervene in setting aside those proceedings because his rights have been breached. And if you make a point in terms of some of the charges against him, it's about 5 of them. They are based on the legislative instrument LI 613 or chair say we the LI 2423 Rule 103 indicates say a repeal sir airline. Just say 5 of the charges against him. No, it is
from a repealed
legislation. And to say it's not, she should not be allowed to stand in law.
Wow.
And after your sign make it a point say the remaining 4 now on my level against no. Either repetitive, the charges are imprecise or fundamentally flawed. Nti we no jina so akasaka and the court no,
or they call high
court or say court no, and boy jails in the proceedings no go. Now in terms of allegations now or make it against Chief Justice
no.
His argument is that it cannot amount to professional misconduct.
And so argument one document or they call
high court.
Okay.
Because he's saying that it cannot amount to professional misconduct because he was accused say or see or Jew sika will be changed.
Yes.
And now only responding to it, not recounting what the person told him. Or see nowhere in his response to the GLC, did he say that he had personal knowledge that the Chief Justice had demanded some money?
Yes.
Or so on cars, right?
Okay.
So he's not even in the position to even tell whether it is true
or not,
or it is not true. But what he is saying for a fact is that he didn't peddle falsehood, in that he simply repeated
the client's
which he was not in a position to confirm or deny. Because he was not part of the said meeting which he claims his client participated in. And for the sake of public discussion and what we already know in the public domain, the client, in terms of statement or issue after story by and also deny say he didn't make any such claim that the Chief Justice had asked for any money. He said he didn't make any such claim.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. See, is it on the client nankasa no depending on no client no earlier on they deny so on can be and lawyer free fans say
insist say and one may respond to petition man I was not even in the position to even tell whether it is true or not, because what I'm about to catch me say uno be have meeting and this is what transpired. And you have now going to accuse me that I demanded money, $100,000 for me to do ways and means. And so in responding to that at the professional body, I simply repeated what without saying that I believe it or not. Simply repeating
value judgment be on that.
In his opinion, and I'll make a point. And they say it was relevant because that is the only way he can escape the accusation of my level against him. It is to enable him put up his defense in his own words in the documents. It's to enable him put up the defense of to show that he did not misconduct himself professionally as a lawyer.
And you see what the GLC would have to establish, they say, if indeed or hineno e can't actually papa na e catch that train a lawyer na, because lawyer is will be see on and on to repeat the same thing.
Because yes, the charges no more level one. They made a point that the allegation is that if the allegations are true, then it indicates that he had agreed to participate in a criminal conduct. That's against reporting same. And so that's the and then again the GLC makes the point that he admitted, according to the GLC, charges normal filing on level against
Yeah.
almost see interaction or admit say he had forwarded a response to another person. Response not the bread GLC.
Okay.
He had forwarded to another person. To the
Okay.
GLC who took the view that there were issues with that one too as well.
But the case at the High Court, purely procedural. In general, and go into the merit or the demerit of this case.
Yes,
right?
send judicial review. They will look out for procedural impropriety and check whether the natural justice rules have been obeyed, any illegal action has taken place leading to those particular hearings. No, it's only holding the view say if those things have taken place, and so someone setting aside those proceedings and to also prohibit the GLC from hearing this particular matter relative to him, because as far as he's concerned, on your body behind.
Or court prevented GLC from hearing the
from
matter.
Proceeding in the current circumstance and the nature of the case against him, because as far as he's concerned, no, the allegation of professional misconduct has not been laid out, because Onono's chair, he didn't, what the gentleman is claiming happened, it didn't happen. That is the request for the 100,000 to engage in the ways and means.
Wow. Enti where your lawyer free for any Chief Justice and sense seminar and afi nana ochi dom and seminar maybe yakwa kodu sisi ano, but related to this Joseph the petition from his Asepa to the presidency say President Denshe Nanka Chief Justice, based on this allegation, and can go through Article 146 impeachment processes and one a response from the presidency by pursuant to advice from the Council of State. Of course, we know for now, say advice from the Council of State near purely an advice, and the president is not bound by the advice from the Council of State. But we know presidency ejinasa advice so your response about. Have you gone through the response?
Yes, I've looked at it.
Highlights near then.
And so the key points are a presidency in making it say one, they say in terms of petition on the core presidency, they simply attached two documents.
Okay.
One, a case or medical general legal counsel, and after two, a response from a Ekosiisen or general legal counsel.
Yes.
Now the presidency takes the view that aside from such two materials, there's no other evidence in support of the allegation.
Okay.
And the presidency say, "Sa two nyema win." Here say, if I say third or fourth hand input, because it is not something that the petitioner had personal knowledge of.
Yeah.
And yet the case say, Mr. Thompson or the assembly court down only mu bibina and into your trigger
or petition. Okay.
Where are there? Or no say what's in the public domain
and hearsay evidence
documents documents now on and this is obina allegation
why
against honestly nipa no wala so honestly say obina catch him
in the hearsay after hearsay
enti ko say free for say
hearsay
catch him and afi Asepa so say my kind of document him say ko say free for say chief ne say then na president say third or fourth hand no I'll just say in terms of the serious nature of that proceedings now, over trigger leading to the removal of the Chief Justice. No, the threshold there is required in terms of even evidential value has not been met at all because there is no evidence beyond the allegations, the hearsay allegations in the opinion of the president, which are attached to those two documents now. Omodebe dying. GLC and somebody attach it to petition. No?
Oh, okay. And basically, presidency grounds for Mujina so pa the lack of evidence, backing the claimer Asepa Emeki. Unim says about some of these impeachment processes invoking Article 146. One lawyer, Samson Lardy, was I remember say or no and a client a similar case against the then Loretta Lamptey. No, was it NCCE?
It NCCE or Shrag.
NCCE, I think.
Okay,
and it led to the impeachment from office. And I remember saw Troy a whole article on Article 146.
But I won't say 146. No, the only slight difference are not relative to the Chief Justice situation, and it's actually a matter that the Supreme Court even dealt with in the past. Also, in other ones, no. Presidency just forces to the Chief Justice who does the prima facie determination.
Yes.
In Frankie J. Chum versus Baitakote case, when the Supreme Court, speaking to that about took the view that there were it doesn't make sense that the constitution was just silent on that point. And so it was important that, in the view of Dateba speaking for the Supreme Court, and said they would have envisaged that some prima facie determination should take place. And
Sana, even what for
the committee will be set up.
Okay.
The committee, because the committee will now be set up to now look into the thing.
But since our committee will be set up by the Chief Justice.
Yes.
And there was a Chief Justice establish a prima facie,
But in this particular instance, by this particular instance, also allegation against directly the Chief Justice. Yes. Yes, and just a second, I'll just read portions of the decision.
Very, very important. Now we are Matisi and Saka, lawyer Samson Lardy, and Eddie and Como, several news portals, Akutino, or say, and there's one here which says, Asepa'S petition against CJ a joke. I am shocked it got this much attention. Samson Lardy, and
yes, and Justice Databan speaking in the Frank Ejechun versus Attorney General and Baitakwete case, can say the consultation by the President with the Council of State in respect of the appointment of a committee to inquire into a petition for the removal of the Chief Justice shall first determine whether the said petition discloses a prima facie case before the appointment, before the committee is appointed.
Okay.
So that is what it's indicating.
First, once it involves the Chief Justice, it was a President establish a prima facie.
It was a first number 1466 of the Constitution. The President will receive he must act in consulting the Council of States to appoint a committee consisting 2 justices of the Supreme Court and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers to inquire into the petition and make a recommendation. But following the Ejechum case, which also make it prima facie before this committee comes in place. And I'm sure these are matters as Samson.
Fantastic.
We'll delve into further.
Lawyer Samson Lardy Anyenini Abba Homano. So lawyer Akwabana upon to saying Edanyamiase pass or the young kwachain. Na a bunny say na lawyer before never say yeba because at least who first hand experience in some of these cases. Inti Enra me kind of Facebook post, of course, and on some news portals afa aye home stories. Back home who see Asepa'S petition against CJ a joke. I am shocked it got this much attention. The now person would tweet ankasa I don't know.
And some petition no crime but to say a prima facie no you do what you may no Asempa FM and I make say in the history of this country so our petition way will be the most useless, the most frivolous and baseless petition for the purposes of invoking Article 146 impeachment. And the trainer mete say decision number. I'm sure any menko kind. Me share ni muse menko kind 1 page letter bimpoa. Menko sha. Ya tuyebo actual by 12 pages, 11 pages of a prima facie determination document together with a cover letter, making 12 pages. To me, kind of make a chairman who say somebody just wasting my time because this is one case. You look at it, and on the face of it, prima facie means examine on the face of it to see whether there is evidence that suggests sufficiently that there is something serious to consider. And actually, some of the Oxford law dictionaries define prima facie to mean that the evidence which leads to discharging the burden required inti yijina enunkwampo nso a yitimi dika asem mane yeye inti asemi edi kan buy so kai say is the first week e buy no ye discuss on news file lawyer for miensa me nya nipa ba kokra mananka say asem no as a sumbo kakra edimu kakra nti yenhwehwem from Kofi Bento, Martin Pebu, and Winebium. Obia ebogui. Say asem no nya asemwa enu kwansi ye di etire. Enti ye me nwanwa say ye nya ho adaje na afi ama omo de asem no koto ho no so no. Afi de bia na ye sumo mo ye yasumu dede e wo media so. Say an omo ye say no omo ye say ani di kan no omo say den omo say president suspended chief justice and one suspended no. Inti omuti kwa pai nam say na fi ye kasakra di president na temfa nam say wa hwe emra be na wo kan ya e kire say wo say suspended nipa no wo kan article 146 ubehu e wo ho pifi enka say wo di petition beto hope na ya suspend you obi enka sa it is a discretionary power that has been given to the president, who I describe in my article in 2018 on what I call All About Article 146 as being a mere conveyor belt. He's a mere postmaster because his job is just the transmittal. Say the wakoye no post office no gina ho, and I say conveyor belt mechanical say mechanical and I say car belt fan belt ade na to so na na de beko
no na de ko yeah
just on the adwuma na say postmaster o de be hye ni nsemu a na o de akoma chief justice say yen hwe nye ho adwuma na nso wo hwe mmanu mu na say e ba say fa superior court judge bi ho a na me kire say otemuafo a otena high court and I say court of appeal and I say the nipa no ye obi a owo oye panyimu e wo shraj and I say NCC and I say electoral commissioner and a president in Saka and one say sabi oni dwuma bia di and one so de krata no akoma chief justice or the koma chief justice we are na chief justice ayeni e friend no Prima facie no say o hwe krata no on the face of it sabi asemo no niema nipa na aka no esiso ana say emu duru kakra ai wo say yetimi hwehwe mu ana sabi odi ehu adanse bi afata asem no ho ana aka ho a yetimi gina so de ka asem ana na oye Prima facie determination ni wi a na afi we two committee na constitution say wo so to si ho na tena asem no so no no maka ho asem nti emre say we nyama ni petition ye de call ye no say nkrofo be kaya ho asem pe ya na MPB eni nkrofo bebre ebetena so ka say omosom de petition ni bi akọ president aso a say yemfa nko chief justice oni nkoyi yenkoyi lo talamte in free shraj but obesha ye eyinu wiye no chief justice kra ni Prima facie determination o kaka say enya weche nyama de no nko ana ebeto nenim but na eye ne ebiwom enti obesha nipa ni bi no omo amfa kwan paso ana omo enya nkyerɛkyerɛ pa they didn't get good guidance into omo petition omo de koye no ugina so ka asɛm a enye nti eboguye but weche nyama de no onya ho adagye ɛna sɛ ne yisi ɛka ekutiri nsɛm no ɛne ho adanse a ye de keka ho no nkrata edi adanse o enye so obi akoka asɛm no wate so obi aka asɛm ɛna no answer what you say president fako council of state ninko yi obi emfiri na dwum enye sa na ye no nti chief justice ehwe ye de no sɛ na tie no hu sɛ modu ɛna so to nsafrɛ ma me no sɛ ono so mfa na nanu yi embra nti ohwe ni mienu no ɛna hu sɛ sɛbe adanse ka ho nti twa ne twa sɛ ye den ye to a committee esi ho na omo ka ho asɛm nanso eba sɛ ukɔpɛ sɛ yi chief justice edia emra no sɛ na ahyehyɛ no or say it accords with what Obi you know, a very cardinal principle of law, the rule of natural justice. A man must not be a judge in his own cause.
In his own cause.
Yeah, the petition say you could Chief Justice if in a jumum. And yet the counsel says our Chief Justice now bet naso. Now waka say petition ye dimu and dimu.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
I was say President any Council of State and sana obetu sa committee no esi hono. Na omahwehwe mu no. I was so muhwe mu ehu se sebe asem no edimu ana endimu ansa na etu committee no. Na constitution no omo ehihye no na omo ye mfomso ne Supreme Court can say omission. Bright Akwete and lawyer Bright Akwete aye na animu in CPP.
Yeah.
And now 2005 or this case no court. As I said na omo per se be Chief Justice a free na jumam. But when the Supreme Court can say constitution no say mfomso kakra ba e ba say be Chief Justice there on can say was establish prima facie and san ye two committee na esi ho and our president two committee na esi ho. Enti twa na twa say ye prima facie determination and san ye the committee na dey aba.
Yes.
Enu na omo osan akosha. Enti in my article no me committee ekoshe and san ye be constitution no nkrata any adwenkyere de ba ye say mfanye constitution no e dey no muka efa asem no the committee of experts no omo report no no omo make proposal say ansana ebeba say ye Chief Justice efri ho no yemma eye president onfa a petition no enkoma the Judicial Committee of the Council of State for the prima facie determination before the establishment of the committee to conduct the probe.
Okay.
Esan say a bit me say president no maybe by being president one year lawyer ni into you can say juma no one year because the Jew say juma no a legal function. It's not a non-legal function. And almost a two-for say a bayam poa anka president any Council of State or mum pele nibia or ye independent lawyer. Na onye sa determination of Council of State no determination of prima facie no the omumfa emma the Judicial Committee now. Then they could call upon or hire a lawyer or consult a lawyer who, you know, has experience and is independent to help in doing that. Inti na so afi the ababonte egotia omo de petition no koto ho no ene number bia na ye ka say ana president agi nkrofo na Council of State ejuma afa ena ne o ye no on any constitution ebra I'm say asem we uko kind wo he sebe onya lawyer for na yentunufo ana say sebe ono yetunufo no wontie so no odi no etu ekire a na oya accusation bi say or the crata aso akoma shraj and a shraj di omo report aba say ade no ewo president aso aye inti shraj omoka ho asem a enye oho so o si ni tikwa pai ena shraj no omoka no omunni hutumi so mbeka no sa ade so ko kan shraj for mre ya eda ho pefe section 13 of their act no said they can refuse to investigate, and in any case a very central principle of law also judicial economy say emra ehye na etudin bodin say asem we say esia aha ena yenkoje ehun anu yi a we di ko be fufu a enye ye gise we di kan akoba bia emrana etu ahye ho say oho ne ekoji anu yie no emrana say ajagefo na ajagefo mpanyifo ene omo eda ne efe no independent constitutional bodies are no say oyam from so bi a efe no stated misbehavior and misconduct na opese uyi no free na dwuma mu a kwanya ye fa so di yi no free na dwuma mu ne say e was all the petition ekoto president ho inti ye ma pon ne di kan hye eno ato ho no untimi mfa no nkoto president enim na fo san fakrata fufuro nkoto strategy enye ho adwuma biom ye ne sa enye yi charge for counsel wo so onti afi na ogina radio so na ogu omu efi inti when the law specifically provides for a particular remedy and there is an occasion for that remedy to be invoked, that is what is invoked. And that is what has happened. Or say Shraj, and was almost suffering. Now, Omoma Onu Ochre say, near president one nobody and someone else obey by a free baby, not with Jabba Kono my Wajuma. It is Shraj and Freno. Meaning the Biokofa and so free. Because and what you say, I was a charge for a charge cry, Omuli, Mumunon, Kosomo, Shre, Nipa, Uyo Masutre, say Adiano, Eda, a presidency. Your Evidence Act, which is a matter that you will be familiar with again, provides for the adjudicating authorities, including the court, to take judicial notice. You can't say who take judicial notice. There's some idea some wa bonten some edawa said the ehun ni echinye enti se odi asem na akoto president ho no obi ani unu wa ye ho press conference de bro obi ani enti shradi nkohia se nipa bi be ko mo ho akoyi o man sitre se eda president na e wo so mo tro sa o man tro sa enti wo so o amfa wa asem amfa kwan paso enti me hwanya ma na okeka na nam se o emfata nti mu bi so ho a e wo say ye tretre no because se no dey kono but na me nim no krani anya dia na me hwe ni mu se sebe ye be so ne so se ne ye fi aye no because from the very word go you can't go to the presidency with a petition on hearsay unima asem ho hwe Usum kura ho e ho adanse bia o de kind the whole 11 page Prima facie determination kan na hwe ne bisa ho se nti obi kasa ade we amfa ne kwan mu a na ni sa nipa no ono de adwen pa ne wo litrim wan fa adanse baako anko manipa na wo di asem na akoto nanim no
Asempa
o be so ogina de enso no de kan asem no nti obi wutuoi na me mabie manu aka say obi aye mi say eno ano no na ye do akogina asem bia na eni wudi asem tani e kan asem wo is that the standard of how to deal with matters? No. Udi asem kra koto police for enimu a e wo say omu bi se bisa omu na omu hwe no mu asem no ewo nyina so a amfa ne akwachi obi say ye de na ba say ye de no ekodi na asem na officer police for no omu ka omu kwa ye mbeti o nfa nko court na nko go omu ni mu ase so omu ni mu adwuma ye also munya dance ye kakra bi at least something small substantial and so idea the koto na so di nsem ogu krata so keke enu anu no so ye nya adwuma ye no sa so enye ye nya sa na di bu o man
okay
e na wo hwa ade no so a se me bisa biom se nke sa na ye wo se ye na obi bisa ho se fine na ye di article 146 edinua anka sa nipa no obi a ye di obi a o hwa article 146 ase no fine na nke pa no so onko ye adwuma nko obenya adaji dakokra ye adwuma o many mu ade bia na we aka rumo na we aka say we are say eno an say nipa obi aka science ye ma hunya we adwuma ne nhya ase na ye nyodan ye ni wa asem we ye na say judge for no moti court no ba kokra nya adaji dakokra ndi asem because omumu bia obati no we aka say we are say inti eno ne hia say e ma hihye say at least also fa odi asem bibi aitimi efata asem no kakra Usu obi na akoka na asem na ugina ube bi no wate. Watam nipa no krata no. Adanse bi enim. Na nipa no kra na woka na asem no.
Asempa FM.
Asem onu nipa no kan ye no. Onu so se ya atisem. Nipa na onu koka na asem no. Onu se ya atisem. Oso obi na ka kire ni se. Usu akogina ni obi aka kire obi se. Na odi akoto yi president ni se mati se osimesi se we aka se chief justice say say nti yenkote na so abra umfa dance ye ba akokra enkoto omunim nti it's
lawyer in me patrol
that it was entertained.
Okay, Sisiano after letter free presidency abano and much said this thing cannot progress from stage a Sisiano. What other options now are available to Asepa in this fight of theirs?
I don't know what fight it is. This is a matter on the basis of, once again, hearsay pending before the General Legal Counsel. The lawyer involved, Free himself, has gone to court. And I only
yeah,
na court awakono. And yes, I no enye no kra na okugina court account. Ye kan ni a church remuye. Okugina court akasa ni ye de no faso a General Legal Counsel no. On peniso anase emfa ni kwem. On enye so okugina court akotire say waka asem no kra bia wo baabi. Anase asem waka no sebi edimu. Enye no nti no akogina court. Asem foforo kra. It's a question of procedure.
Yeah.
Ekoso General Legal Counsel. And wo peso eden. Sebe o si o makwan. Asem no so ba ye no. Ya ti se ye de krata akoma CID. So mo nhwehwem. And I believe that those processes can go on.
Okay.
Those people, those institutions can continue the process, and if there is some truth in it, it will come to light in eventually, because the truth, you can never bury the truth. But if you want to make an Article 146 petition for the impeachment of an Article 146 office holder, it must be a serious matter, and a serious matter cannot be rumor. A serious matter cannot be hearsay. It must be backed by evidence. Also, adansie eka ho enye saa ye no saa enyi enka de bia nka Supreme Court judge for mutuwe na Asepa na nkasa omo file ye bi say declaration of asset
declaration.
Yeah, asset declaration me na me lawyer ni ema Justice Marco Sawa when you be conance omude no kan ho bi so declare the assets. The true krata akoma mo nke ya de anke edu mo court, but sa judge no sebe ne nakoma ye no si o say na me pe no montro mo na mo kokko na montro mo ye say me nye ne omo kan no me nye bi me declare me asset me ni problem bia no mo ntwen sign omo twen sign a eno ano no me inform nkogina court enkobo omoka the true krata akoma oje krata no retraction wanye media houses na omo so ye publication na ogina ho kasa ye no omumum and almost omo retraction and apology. So I don't know the way he's conducting his things. It's not the best. What he say atisem wonni ho dance here and so kasa ho te say ne said the ugina ho bi na obi ebibi koso.
Okay.
And if we want to take an Article 146 process, it must not be a joke. This one was a big joke, and we shouldn't have allowed it to cross to see 48 hours.
48 hours. Lawyer, and I want to believe, sir, as far as triggering Article 146 is concerned, and Asepa, it's the end of the road.
It is the end of it because it was dead on arrival. It was dead on arrival.
Okay. Okay. Lawyer, Bibiani Ebesiadi Nkomobio. Why?
And that's it.
Lawyer Samson Lardy Anyanini.